Okay. Um, Last class, we discussed about high frequency response of common source amplifier, and we derived an expression for that also. Next, we'll move on to the low frequency response of common source amplifier. So, you come across with three bands of frequency response. In the frequency response, we come across with three bands: low frequency band, mid band, and high frequency band. In the mid band, we have a constant gain throughout the wider range of frequencies. Then we are worried about high frequency and low frequency because the gain is not constant. There is a gain variation that is due to some capacitances. So high frequency band, high frequency gain variation is due to internal capacitance, that is CGS and CGD. We did it in the last class by using Miller capacitance, and we found out an expression for FH. So next we'll move on to the low frequency response. I hope you remember that the three capacitors leads to the variation in the gain, that is coupling capacitor 1 and 2 and the bypass capacitor CS. So here in low frequency response, our intention is to find out and we are making a current or a voltage is dependent on frequency. We are making a frequency dependent completely. So far what we did is we derived an expression for gain as well as output voltage, current. Everything is depends on normal resistance. Now it is depends on capacitor also, because as you all know that time constant, RC time constants, we are going to do it here. We have to find out the corner frequency. So there are three corner frequency in this. You can observe the figure here. I hope screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a circuit, a capacitively coupled common source amplifier. This circuit we have discussed in the previous classes. So only the thing is here, drain voltage VDD is grounded here, and directly the CS without current source CS is connected here. So in low frequency response of a common source amplifier, we are eliminating all DC sources. DC sources and it is not only voltage, both voltage and current. DC, everything is eliminated. That's why we have the elimination is shown here is by grounding the drain terminal. Okay, so that is you can observe here. It is grounded, and similarly you have a current source that is also we have not taken here. So that is also eliminated. Directly we have connected here CS. Okay, so next thing is you have to find out the three corner frequencies that is based on the three capacitors. I hope you can observe in the circuit. The three capacitors are CC1, CC2 and CS. The circuit is almost same as your capacitively coupled amplifier. So here coupling capacitors are connected towards the input, that is gate terminal, and CC2 towards a drain terminal. So this is your drain, this is source, and this is gate. And you are going to apply a signal voltage through a signal resistor R signal, and then the input resistance RG is applied to the gate terminal. And similarly, you have a load resistor that will be connected to the output node. Output node is in the common source amplifier is drain terminal. So for the drain terminal, we need to use a coupling capacitor at the output side, because you know that in amplifier you have many stages of amplifiers that has to be coupled with this first stage. So you required a coupling capacitors between the input and the output. So and you have a load resistor at the output node. Now the first thing you need to know is we need to find out uh, corner frequencies at one capacitance. The remaining two capacitance will be assuming that short circuited, one at a time. So with respect to one, we are going to find out. Mainly keep in your mind that frequency response in the sense we will be finding in terms of time constant. Time and frequency, you know that it is interrelated. So our intention is to find out how this capacitance is going to affect the gain, which in turn I can say how you are making your voltage or a current as frequency dependent, first thing. So whenever the frequency varies, what will happen to the gain? Whether gain going to be stable or gain going to be a variation. Is this clear now? The main intention of this response. Shall I continue?
Yes.
Yeah. So now the first expression you're going to write is now Vg. That is by applying a voltage divider rule. Why I am taken here Vg is, so one thing you have to keep in mind now, just observe carefully. Where are the capacitors you are finding? Is it for all the terminals? Yes or no? Can you able to identify the capacitors are connected to the gate, terminal 1, drain and source?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now I need to find out the total resistances seen into the terminals. So now I need to find out the total resistance in the gate, drain and source. So before that I need to make my input voltage is dependent on frequency. I need to find out Vg now. So how to find out Vg? By what rule you can get Vg? By applying voltage divider rule. Just apply a voltage divider rule here. So what you are going to get now? Vg is this node. Vg is equal to, what is the supply voltage here?
Yes.
Supply voltage is V signal into, yes,
RG.
Rg, then by
Divided by
R signal plus RG.
only not R signal plus Rg. You need to find out what is the reactance at the capacitance. How to find out that? What is the formula for that? R signal plus Rg plus. So as you all know that Xc is equal to,
XC.
Xc is what?
omega
1 by 2 pi
1
FC.
by
ma'am.
2 pi.
1 by 2 pi Fc. So I'll make this 2 pi f as S. So Xc is equal to 1 by Sc general. Okay. Now it is Cc1. How can I write here? This is Xc. Now I want to make this as Xc1. Xc1 ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು?
1 by
1 by SC1. ma'am.
Yes, 1 by SCC1. Coupling capacitor 1. SCC1. Any doubt in this?
no.
This expression? Okay, fine. So same expression is written here. Okay. Now you need to take this term as common in the denominator. What will happen if you take common in the denominator? R signal plus Rg common ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 1 plus SCC1 into R signal plus Rg. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yeah. The next step is, after taking common, this step is common for all the next capacitances. Next thing is, you need to divide and multiply by S. So multiply and divide by S andre multiplied S, denominator divided by S. So S, if you multiply here, S into 1 S plus S is already present here. This S and this S will get cancelled. So 1 by Cc1 into R signal plus Rg. So are you clear with this expression now? So first we wrote a voltage divider formula for Vg. That is V signal into Rg by total resistance seen into the terminal. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ resistance ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ? 3. So you have 2 resistor and 1 capacitance. So we found that. Then we took a common as R signal plus Rg. Then next step is we multiplied and divided by S. So now I hope your Vg is dependent on Rc constant. So I can say in other words, now Vg is frequency dependent. Yes or no? Are you agree? Yes. If you okay, I'll continue.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope the expression is clear, no doubt. Okay, this is very, very important because we have discussed last class the model papers. So in one paper they asked complete frequency response for 10 marks. And in one paper particularly they asked to derive an expression for low frequency response. So be serious in this and try to ask if any doubt. Okay. Now you can observe. So the input has acquired a frequency dependent factor with a corner frequency. So which is a corner frequency factor here? RC time constant. Where is that? Which is a corner frequency in this? Omega L is there. So how can you find out the
1
poles?
by CC1.
1 by CC1 into R signal plus RG.
RG.
Yes, good. Yes, how to find out a poles in an any transfer function or in a expression? Is it in the numerator or in the denominator?
Denominator.
Poles will be in the denominator. So what I am doing here is I am going to write omega naught. I hope you know that this is called a corner frequency or a breakover frequency. So that is 1 by CC1 into R signal plus RG, that can also be written as omega P1. Okay, so that is first pole. Here you are going to get 3 corner frequency as I told you due to the capacitors CC1, CC2, then you have one more capacitor CS. That's why 3 corner frequency. Omega P1, Omega P2, Omega P3. Shall I continue now?
Yes, ma'am.
From this, what is FP1? What is the expression? Omega P is what? Omega P is 2
1
pi
F.
2 pi FP1. Omega means 2 pi F, right?
Yes.
So from this, omega P1 by 2 pi. What is omega P1?
1 by CC1.
1 by 2 pi as it is. CC1 into R signal plus RG. So I don't have space here. So this is CC1. Okay. FP1 formula ಏನಾಯ್ತೀಗ 1 by 2 pi CC1 into R signal plus RG. Okay. So we got a 1 corner frequency. Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, we need to find out at the drain terminal, at the source terminal. Next is CS. CS is a capacitor connected at the source terminal. I hope you have observed in the circuit here. So CS is connected at the source terminal. Now I need to make the current flows from drain to source, right? That current I am going to make it as a frequency dependent. Input side of CC1 ittu anta I made VG frequency dependent. Now the current flowing from gate to drain to source I am making ID is frequency dependent. Next to CC2 na output noding ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. I will be making output voltage is frequency dependent ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾನು. Like this only. You need to find out applying a voltage divider rule or current divider rule. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now next, that's why we need to find out drain current first. So what is the current is voltage by resistance. So now in this particularly ID is a drain current. It is voltage Vg by the total amplifier resistance. Total amplifier resistance hingagate, you can observe in the circuit. Now DC sources eliminate ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ drain ನ ground ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. So it looks like your common drain amplifier. Yes or no?
Yes.
Input gate ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ common drain amplifier ಅಲ್ಲಿ. You are measuring output at the source, but you are not measuring at the output. But according to this drain grounded, I am telling that. So you know that the T model. So what is the T model? How it will be? So you have a current source. So you have a resistance. And this is at source terminal. This is drain and the gate you will be having somewhere. So what is the resistance in the T model?
1 by Gm.
1 by Gm. So in source atra, now we had it from according to our circuit, we have a capacitance Cs. Now this is the ID. So now ID is equal to Vg by total amplifier resistance. So you are going to add these two. So resistance in the sense, how to find out this? 1 by SCS. Same, previously you told SCC1. Here it is 1 by Gm plus 1 by SCS. Same concept. Okay. So now if you take 1 by Gm constant, a common, so Vg by 1 by Gm into 1 plus Gm by SCS. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Then Gm will be moving to the numerator. So it will become Vg into Gm divided by 1 plus Gm into SCS. Now, so next step is what? Divided and multiply? Yes. Okay. So if you take 1 by SR, you can't do like this, means you can apply or you can take a common. Okay. So 1 by S into S plus Gm by Cs. Any doubt in this expression? So first two resistance to factor common tagibeko. Then you need to multiply and divide by S. Here we are doing it the denominator. Obviously 1 by S means S will be shifted to the numerator. So your expression becomes Vg into Gm into S divided by S plus GMCS. So now, how many poles you have now?
1.
1 pole. So that is, again you will get a one corner frequency that is introduced by CS. So now we made it as a frequency dependent. So that is your omega P2. So omega P2 is GM by CS. Or FP2 is, FP2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? GM by
2 pi into
GM by 2 pi CS. I hope you are noting it down. Yes. So next. So as I told you that low frequency magnitude response has 3 break frequency. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು highest break frequency ಇರುತ್ತೋ that will determine you that lower 3 dB frequency FL. So here we are writing a FP1, FP2, FP3. I don't want FP1, FP2, FP3. I want worried about only lower 3 dB frequency FL. How to find out that? Whichever the frequency, whichever the corner frequency has or a break frequency, which capacitance is having highest break frequency, we can say it is a lower 3 dB frequency FL. Okay. Is this clear with omega P2?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So now you have to remember, you have to keep in mind that at each break frequency, the gain function is going to be increases by 20 dB per decade. And here it has 3 real low frequency poles. So we found out so far 2 poles and 1 is left out due to CC2. We'll do that. So before that, you should know the procedure how to find out a time constant. Once you find out time constant, we can say that is only break frequency. These break frequencies are associated with the capacitors. So we have here 3 capacitors, CC1, CC2 and CS. So the 3 break frequency associated with 3 capacitors. So first what you have to do is we need to reduce the signal voltage to 0. Okay. The second step is need to consider each capacitor separately and assume the other 2 capacitors acting as a perfect short circuits. So what we did is in the first case omega P1 we found out by considering CC1 and remaining CC2 and CS we are assumed that it is a short circuit. Similarly we found out CS. Okay. Then we assume CC1 and CC2 short circuited. Similarly CC2, while finding out CC2 we need to make CC1 and CS are assuming that short circuited. So this is a procedure to find out the break frequency. And the third step is for each capacitor we need to find out the total resistance seen between its terminals. I told you in the beginning that we have connected 3 capacitors across 3 terminals. While finding CC1 we need to find out total resistance across input side. Which are the resistance you found out at the gate terminal including CC1?
R signal and
R signal and RG. Similarly, at the source terminal, we have 1 by GM and CS. Similarly, drain terminal hatra yavyad barutte resistance.
CC2.
CC2 hatra yavyad resistance. Drain terminal ge na connect ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Just observe in the circuit. Drain terminal, how many resistance you can find out? Drain terminal hatra ಎಷ್ಟು resistance ಇದೆ? 2. Which are those terminals resistors?
CC2.
RD and RL.
RD, RL, then CC2. Yes. So once you find the total resistance, it will be added with the CC2. It will make you RC time constant. That's it. That is the intention. So that is your third point. So for each capacitor, find the total resistance seen between its terminals. So this resistance determines the time constant that is associated with the capacitor, RC time constant. The resistance not only plays a role to make you frequency dependent, the capacitor is also required to make you a frequency dependent. Is this clear now? The procedure, how to find out the corner frequencies or breakover frequency?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, left out. This is a characteristic of gain versus frequency. So here you have 3 poles, each of 20 dB. 20 plus another 20 plus 20. So totally for 3 poles, each of 20 dB, so 60 dB per decade. And FL will be which is having a highest breakover frequency that is equivalent to your FL, that is FP2 always. Okay. So next, the next question will arise. What are the coupling capacitor and bypass capacitors? We need to select the values of coupling and bypass capacitors. So here these are in the larger range, that is microfarad, whereas CGS and CGD will be in the picofarad, whereas these coupling capacitors will be in the microfarad range. Here the main objective is to find out what is FL, that's it, at a specified value. Our intention is also we need to minimize the capacitor values. Okay. So if you minimize, it is well and good, because as you know that the drawback of capacitor is to discharge. So if you use large capacitors, the discharging will take more time. That's why our intention is to get a lower 3 dB frequency FL at the specified value by minimizing the capacitor values. Okay. Shall we go?
Yes.
Shall I continue? Yes. Any doubt
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this? Yeah. So next is we need to find out CC2. So now CC2 is towards V0. So now before finding V0, we know that V0 is equal to current into resistance. That is your load resistance. Okay. I0 into RL. So before finding V0, I should know I0, output current. So now to find out I0, I should apply a current divider rule. Current divider rule. So current will be, so if you apply a current divider rule, so you have a drain terminal here. So for drain terminal, you have an RD here. RD ground agittu. I hope you remember recalling the circuit. This is a drain terminal, and here we have okay, try to adjust the circuit here. You have a load resistor RL. Idru madhya you have a capacitor. Am I correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So this node is V0. So what is the current flowing here? Is ID, drain current, and this current is I0. Am I correct? Are you getting it? Yes. Circuit clear idya? Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? This is very very important. Yes. ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಸೇಮ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ ಲೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಕಪಲ್ಡ್ದೇ ತೋರಿಸಿರೋದು. ಅದರ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿ ಇದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ವಾ, ವಿ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ವಿ ಡಿ ಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಶಲ್ ಐ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ? ಸೊ ಈ ನೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು I0 ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡರ್ ರೂಲ್. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡರ್ ರೂಲ್ ಇಸ್ I0 is equal to minus ID, ID is a supply current, into resistance, that is ground towards ಯಾವುದಿದೆ, this is the one, ID into RD by sum of the equivalent resistance, all resistance, that is RD plus RL plus 1 by SCC2. Ask me if you have any doubt. If not, I'll continue. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Same voltage divider tarane current divider rule. Supply current is ID into grounding resistance RD by total resistance RD plus RL plus SC2. Yes. So next, V naught is equal to I naught into RL. So I naught we just found out by voltage divider rule. Substitute, we're going to get this. ID into RD into RL by RD plus RL by 1 by SC2. Next, same first step how you did. So RD plus RL common tegibeku. So RD plus RL if you take common into 1 plus 1 by SC2 into RD plus RL. So next step, multiply and divide by S. ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಕಾಮನ್ನೇ. It is very easy to remember. VG ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ID find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Next we need to find out V naught. So now we are making output voltages dependent on frequency. So now you are going to get ID into RD RL by RD plus RL. You multiplied and divided by S. So multiplied means S here, divided by S. So if you divide by S here, you are going to get this S plus 1 by CC2 RD plus RL. So now we made this output voltage is dependent on frequency. So again the CC2 introduces another frequency dependent factor is 1 by CC2 into RD plus RL. This is a corner frequency. So that is, we call it as WP3. So omega naught corner frequency is also equal to omega P3 1 by CC2 RD plus RL. So combining 1, 2, 3, that is WP1, WP2, WP3 with the overall voltage gain. So as you all know that overall voltage gain is V naught by V signal, RG by RG plus R signal into GM RD parallel RL. ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಯರ್ದು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ you need to multiply with omega P1, omega P2, omega P3, that is S by S plus omega P1, S by S plus omega P2, S by S plus omega P3. Yes. So from this, what is FP3? Is 1 by CC2 into RD plus RL. Okay, this way you are making your gain is frequency dependent on 3 corner frequencies. Yes. Yes, are you clear with this? You want me to explain again?
No.
Okay. All of you clear with this? Are you noting down the formulas? FP1, FP2, FP3? Okay, write down FP1 is 1 by 2 pi CC1 R signal plus RG. FP2 is 1 GM by 2 pi CS. FP3 is 1 by 2 pi CC2 RD plus RL. Now is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, try to solve this formula or problem. Is it slide is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I find out. A common source amplifier as CC1 CS CC2 1 microfarad, RG 10 mega, R signal 100 kilo, GM 2 milliamps per volt, RD RL 10K. You need to find out mid band gain FP1, FP2, FP3, FL. The problem is on low frequency response. How to find out midband gain? What is the formula? AM is equal to minus. Yes, go back to the frequency response. Yes.
RG by RG plus R signal.
Minus
RG.
minus RG by. So all of you, I want to check out, go back to the previous sheets. You have written this formula. RG plus R signal into
GMRL.
GM into
RD parallel R not parallel.
RD parallel RL. Yes, find out and tell me now. Everything is given, direct substitution. I want all of you to do it. Take the calci and do it. I hope this module is easy. You can, if you understand the analysis, the simple derivations. Naina? Yes, what is the answer?
minus 9.9.
Yes. Any other answer? Any other answer?
Same one.
Minus 9.9 watt per volt. Okay. So this is about mid-band gain. Naina not in the class? Next, what is the formula for FP1? Is 1 by 2 pi
CC1
CC1
R signal plus RG.
Yes, tell me the answers, all of you. This is very, very important. Manoj? Kavya? Kavya R?
Yes, ma'am. Doing, ma'am.
Okay. Manjunath? Manoj. Yeah, what was the answer, Manoj? Did you got 9.9?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, show me how we are doing FP1. Are you doing it? Kiran?
Yes, ma'am.
Kiran, what was the answer for FP1?
Ma'am,
And what is
0.057, ma'am. 0157.
0.015?
7, ma'am. 7.
7.
Words, ma'am.
Can you tell me the formula for FP2, Kiran? Not taken? Not listed? Yes, all of you got 0.015?
Yes.
Namrata? Hemashri?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me the formula? Did you solve FP1?
Yes, ma'am.
You got the same answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me for FP2 formula.
It is GM by CS.
FP2, that is omega P2. FP2, what will happen to FP2? GMCS is correct, that is omega P2. Omega is 2 pi FP, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, from that what is FP2? So you told omega P2 is GM by CS. Yes, Hemashri?
Ma'am.
So it is also equal to 2 pi FP2. ಇದರಿಂದ FP2 ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ? FP2 is
by 2 pi into
CS
C.
by 2 by G.
GM by
2 pi into C.
2 pi into CS. Yes. Find out how much. Himabindu?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the formula for FP3?
1 by 2 pi CC2 RD plus RL.
1 by 2 pi CC2
Into
RD
RD
plus.
plus RL.
Okay. So anybody got answer for FP2?
318.3 hertz.
318.3 hertz. Okay, what about FP3?
Seven 7.957.
Hmm?
7.957.
Is correct.
Yes.
Let me check.
95 hertz.
Okay. Then left out is with FL. Which is having highest breakover frequency?
F2.
So 0.015, 7.95 hertz, 318.3. So FL is equal to always FP2, that is 318.3 hertz. Yes. Is this clear with the problem?
Yes.
Same answer? Mohan? Mohan, I'm unable to hear you. Namrata, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, can you summarize what we discussed, Namrata?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we first discussed the low frequency, then the derivations of part, and the sums and the low frequency part.
Can you elaborate the derivation?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
Vg is equal to V signal Rg divided by R signal plus Rg 1 by SC1.
No, Namrata, you don't read the derivation. You tell me how we found out the capacitance and how many corner frequency you will get. Like that can you tell me that? What you understood? Derivation, no need of reading, it's leave it. So how to find out and what you are making here exactly in this concept? What you understood, Namrata, from this?
Using voltage divide rule.
Okay, that expression leave it. I'm asking what is the main objective of this low frequency?
To reduce V signal to 0.
No, what I mean to say is you're making your the voltage, everything is a frequency dependent. Our intention is to get a constant gain. That's it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the three frequency bands?
Ma'am?
Three frequency bands. Yeah, the three frequency band.
1 by 2 pi CC1.
No, Namrata. Three bands are right. Have you written the characteristics? Go back and check before high frequency response. Nutan?
FP1, FP2.
No, Namrata.
FP1, FP.
It is low frequency, mid band, and high frequency. Yes, Nutan, can you summarize what we discussed now? Main objective of low frequency response. Don't read the expressions, just tell the concept. How we make this RC time constant.
Ma'am, like it's used to like study about the frequency response itself, ma'am, using RC time constant.
Yeah, then how we made VG, ID, then V naught. Some
Ma'am,
3 points.
using the
Hmm.
coupling capacitors, ma'am, and resistors.
Hmm. I told 3 points, 3 conditions. So whenever we are finding on each capacitor, what you have to do the other capacitors? When you're finding with with respect to one capacitor, we have 3 capacitors right here. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Nutan, getting my question?
Yes, ma'am.
ಆ 3 ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು ವಿ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ 0 ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. So each capacitance you have to look into the resistance between its terminals. Total resistance you're supposed to find out. And each capacitor, which are the capacitor, with respect to the capacitor, the remaining capacitor has to be ಏನಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು?
Short circuit.
ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್. ಎಸ್. Okay.